Hey everybody, welcome to Trading Capital's exclusive analysis. In today's video, we're discussing natural gas and oil, so touching base on the energy market. Overall, natural gas bulls saw some resiliency today, and this was to be expected. I gave my members the buy signal pre-market to basically look for some day trade longs on this variety of ticker. We actually traded this in the live stream and on YouTube at Trading One Capital, and we netted a beautiful gain. Basically, you can see here I gave the signal, the buy signal on the live stream to go along when I started seeing this inverted head and shoulders pattern develop intraday. So you can clearly see here, there was a beautiful technical breakout. Anyone who was tuning in the stream caught the whole move to the upside to the 220 level. So we were able to day trade that. Now, just because we entered a day trade doesn't mean I think natural gas is going to absolutely rip and roar. I do think in the short term, and let me just full disclosure here, I do not hold any positions in nat gas at the moment. I do think natural gas still takes out this low, believe it or not. But that being said, I do think natural gas is into a whole host of support. You can see this beautiful trend line, pivot high to pivot high all through this chop here, major pivot bounce off of this trend line, connecting to this low, and look what we tagged today. That is a beautiful, beautiful bullish engulfing daily bottoming tail, and that is a thing of beauty to see if you're bullish on nat gas. Now, with that type of candle formation, it does suggest that there is going to be some more upside. But let me be clear, even though I do think there's going to be upside here, I still think we're going to take out this low and go sub $2, and I'm hoping that we do because I want to buy it cheaper. Now, since there's likely going to be some more upside in the short term, where do I see the upside momentum going to? Well, I definitely think we're going to retest maybe 248 before we have our bigger move down and then our bigger bull run to the upside. So I think this is going to be your next big resistance. It likely means we're going to fill this gap at 230, and then we're likely going to test 248. But we don't have to test that. And I mean, we don't have to make a new low. This could be the new low for natural gas. You are into a whole host of support here on the daily chart as well as the weekly chart. You can see the weekly bottoming tails as well as the monthly chart. You know, you're still inside of this huge monthly hammer candle. So there's a ton of support here, but nat gas has a tendency to do a little bit more shaking out before the big move starts to occur, which is why I think we're still going to retest this beautiful parallel channel low. I think that market makers are going to break this low and shake a lot of people out who have been accumulating nat gas really since early 2023. They've been in this trade, and I think that if you get spooked out after holding for a long, that causes a great opportunity to grab that liquidity and shake people out before the bigger move comes. Now, I do think that natural gas is going to move higher here in the short term, but I also think it's going to move lower. One big trend line I'm watching, it's a weekly chart level. I encourage you to go through this little low pivot in 2020, draw your trend line all the way from your low across those pivots. And you can see on the daily chart, basically we're right into this resistance level as we speak. Look where nat gas closed, right on that trend line as we speak. You can actually bump it up a little bit so it hits that pivot, and we closed right on that trend line. So there's some resistance here. It's not going to be a straight shot up for nat gas despite this bullish reversal candle formation. There's a lot of resistance here. And although I do think we get a little bit more of a push higher, I'm still remaining on the sidelines for nat gas. I will trade it intraday because it still is technically oversold, but I will not accumulate a swing trade until I get the definitive signal of a true reversal. And potentially I want to see that 195 target hit. On the weekly chart, you are putting in a nice little weekly reversal candle as well. If this candle holds as a weekly formation, traders, investors can trade natural gas on any retrace and simply use the wick low as a stop loss. All right, since we've touched base on natural gas, and the natural gas bulls had a little bit of a celebration today, even though natural gas is still down slightly from the highs. It closed up on the session 2.27%. Let's look at oil. So oil, full disclosure, I have many oil trades on the go right now. Well, not many, two oil trades on the go, and we're in the money on both trades. But needless to say, oil stocks look primed and ready to go. This is still a bullish potential bottoming formation that is looking very strong to break out. You can see that it had a big dip today, oil, and it got bought right back up on the daily chart. Now, we still haven't completely confirmed the technical breakout above this upper boundary trend line, So until we do that, there's always a chance that we can keep chopping in this sideways range. But I do think that this $84 target is becoming more and more likely each and every day as oil begins to consolidate bullishly and hold its higher low, higher low, higher low status. And you can clearly see these rounding inverted head and shoulders pattern that's looking likely. Beautiful bullish cross upwards on the RSI daily chart. If you look at the weekly chart, take a look at that bullish cross that just occurred this week on the weekly RSI indicator. Last time we got that weekly cross in and around this range was right around here. And look what oil ended up doing. Massive run all the way to 92. Do I think it's going to do that? No, I don't. But I do think that $84 is a reasonable target. First resistance is going to be at this upsloping trend line. You have a major trend line of resistance from all the way back to your COVID crash, connecting to your big pivot lows in May, June area of 2023. That's going to be your first major resistance. So if you can get above that, then it opens up the probability significantly in favor of moving to $84. Even if you simply look at some of the XOM stocks, or some of the energy stocks like XOM, getting a nice potential weekly reversal off of the EMA 113. So I remain more bullish on oil stocks than bearish, and I do think that we should see a continuation move to the upside in the coming sessions. If you found this video useful and you're interested in how I'm trading it, definitely check out my Discord at tradingcapital.ca. I run a swing trading and day trading service. I provide market insights. I track insider buying and selling, and you'll have direct access to all my live trade alerts. And basically, we have netted quite a few winners. We're up, let me just double check my record so far this year. We closed one winning trade today, but so far this year in 2023, just bear with me right now. 2023, we've actually closed 15 winners, 3 losers, and 1 break even. So we are on a beautiful track so far, and definitely check out tradingcapital.ca if you're finding it difficult to navigate this market. Thank you all for tuning into these streams, and we'll see you on the charts a little bit later.